A quantitative research design is numerical. It deals with numbers instead of people. A quantitative research, it uses scales like a pain scale, from like 0 to 10, or a flat scale, or a face scale. And it deals with surveys. So when you think of a quantitative research design, you think of, the number of pets, the time of day, the temperature, graphs. It all has to do with numbers. So basic sampling concepts. Now this is the way we look at things. So the population, that's a big group. That's the big group we're interested in. If we were to say all RN to BSN students in the United States, or RN to BSN students at Henderson. Of course, the bigger the population, the more, the way it could be more spaced out. A sample is just that. It's a sample that represents the population. You have to make sure that the sample will truly represent the population. Just like a pie, if you were to take a piece, a sample of the pie, you need to make sure that you got the filling, the crust, it needs to be able to truly represent the pie. So that's what a sample is. And then strata. Strata is a subpopulation of a population. For example, how many Asian males under 30 do we have? Or how many Black female RN to BSN students with brown eyes? White males RN to BSN students over 40 years old. So that's how you break down strata. So common quantitative data collections. So this is the way we collect the data. Convenience. That means that it was, it's easily accessible to you. So for me to obtain the roll of the RN, the BSN students at Henderson, that's very convenient because I have access. So that allows me to have easy access to that. So it's convenient. My quota, a quota data collection, it just breaks it down to say like there's 60% females in the class, and then there's 40% male in the class. So that's the kind of collection that a quota does. It tells you how many female, how many male. That's what quota is. Consecutive sampling, that's picking every third number. Every third number, and you're just doing that on a consecutive basis, like 1, 3, 5, 7. Like if I was to have the roll of the RN to BSN students and I go down the row and I would pick every third student consecutively. And then if I was to have a purposeful data collection, that means I'm just having a specific purpose in what I'm doing. I have reason to be doing this. It's purposeful. So that means that I set out to do something because of. So in closing, the way that I was able to just identify with quantitative research design is to just put it in my head that quantity, it means numbers. It means, how much of a design do I have? Quantity, it describes the pain scale, the surveys, the temperatures, the number of pets, how many dogs. It says a dog has 2 legs, a bookshelf is 10 foot tall. It has to deal all with numbers. So when I keep knowing that a quantitative research design is strictly numerical, it doesn't deal with people, It deals with numbers.